Good morning. My name is Nicholas Briones, and this is my presentation on the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta ecology and issues. The San Joaquin Delta has been in existence for about 10,000 years and is an area of water and land located between the San Francisco Bay and Sacramento River. It is about 1,100 square miles. Over time, sediments accumulated to form vast islands and the waterways in between, with many shallow areas making it prime for agricultural use. The water for Central and Southern California is pumped from the delta for irrigation and water for consumption. There are some livestock along the delta, such as deer and cattle. There are ducks and waterfowl, and there's 22 species of fish, including several Pacific salmon species, striped bass, steelhead trout, American shad, and sturgeon. There's also about 500 plant and animal species that inhabit the delta. There is much tule, bulrush, reeds, willows, valley oak, box elder, Oregon ash, grassland, and water hyacinth. Agricultural products include corn, grain, hay, sugar beets, alfalfa, tomatoes, asparagus, safflower, and various fruits. Current issues and impacts. Global warming is causing more extreme weather patterns, including floods and droughts, rise in water temperature, and alteration of fresh flow of water. And salinity in the delta is increasing, which is impacting its ecosystem and water for consumption in agriculture. Environmental issues includes the external pollutants the delta faces. Increased vehicular travel among levee roads produces more greenhouse gases, and increased housing shrinks farmland. Algae. Climate change, which provides less precipitation and rise in water temperature, may be causing increased bloom of cyanobacteria and microcysts, which can enter fish and then humans through the consumption of the fish. It can cause liver cancer in humans and have sublethal effects. Salinity. High tides from ocean water are bringing salinity further inland to the delta. Levees exist in the delta, and if there's a breach of the levee, water can inflow from the bay, bringing more salinity. Human impact. Twin tunnels / irrigation. The Twin Tunnel project, which would pump even more water to Central and Southern California, would further reduce the amount of fresh water flowing through the delta and available for irrigation in our area. Groups to protect the delta. The Delta Protection Commission protects the agriculture of the delta through land use decisions, promotes the delta's historic and cultural riches by being designated by Congress to coordinate the Sacramento-San Joaquin National Heritage Area, and fosters healthy relationships to and through the delta known as the Great California Delta Trail. The Commission also advocates for funding for levee maintenance and repairs, economic sustainability, community planning, and promoting the delta. The Delta Conservancy. The Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta Conservancy is a primary state agency that in the implementation of ecosystem restoration in the delta that support efforts that advance environmental protection. The Conservancy collaborates and cooperates with local communities and other parties to preserve, protect, and restore the natural resources, economy, and agriculture of the delta. Legislation. There has been legislation over the years to help conserve the delta, and through the Delta Plan, there have been established goals and objectives to reach. The future of the delta. A sustainable future. To sustain the delta, there must be more attention given to the effects of global warming, especially the rise in salinity. Efforts are being made to provide support in areas to reduce salinity, and this needs to continue, as well as funding to provide support to levees, as many are old and in need of restoration. Our role in conservation and protection is to become involved and be a voice in support of efforts to preserve the delta. Attending meetings of the groups to protect the delta, contacting our legislators, and even considering being part of the boards and commissions to advocate for the health of the delta are all good ways to be involved.